Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. Today, we're diving into a rumor that's been making waves, getting people to sit up and really listen. We're talking about none other than Deion Sanders and his son, Shedeur, potentially heading to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if you're a football fan, you know that Deion Primetime Sanders is already a legendary figure in the Cowboys' history. He brought energy, speed, and swagger like no other. But now there's talk, fueled by ESPN's very own insider, Adam Schefter, that Deion and Shedeur might be on their way to Big D in a whole new way. Now, let's get into what's fueling this speculation. This isn't just a random rumor or fan fiction, it's something Adam Schefter himself touched on, and when Schefter says something, it usually has some real weight behind it. He's one of the most connected people in the NFL, so even the smallest comment from him can spark a full-on discussion. Schefter's take on this is intriguing because it raises the question of whether the Cowboys' future could actually involve two Sanders, not just one. And given the current landscape of the NFL, it's actually not as far-fetched as it might seem at first glance. First, let's talk about Deion's impact and why he's back in the NFL conversation in such a big way. For those who may not know, Deion is now the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, a college football team that's been turning heads under his leadership. Deion took a program that had been struggling for years and, in a single season, transformed it into a legitimate contender. He's not just brought his charisma and confidence to Colorado, he's brought discipline, motivation, and, most importantly, results. His style and approach have gotten both the college football world and NFL fans excited about what he could do if he returned to the pros in some capacity. And as for Shedeur, his son, this guy is the real deal at quarterback for Colorado. Shedeur has shown incredible poise, accuracy, and an instinct for the game that you just don't see every day. He's putting up impressive numbers, making tough throws, and showing leadership qualities that any NFL team would want in their quarterback. The Cowboys, in particular, are always on the lookout for potential franchise quarterbacks. Dak Prescott has had his moments, but let's be real, there's always that conversation about whether he's truly the guy for Dallas. Some people are happy with him, others think it might be time for a change. Shedeur could very well be that next franchise QB, and having him in a Cowboys jersey would give the team an exciting, fresh face. The idea of Deion coaching the Cowboys has been floating around for a while, but now it's gaining traction. Deion has made it clear that he wants to coach his sons as long as he can, and if Shedeur goes to the NFL, it would make perfect sense for Deion to want to go with him. And where better than Dallas? Deion has a deep connection with the Cowboys organization, having won a Super Bowl there and leaving a lasting legacy. Plus, he knows how to handle the pressure and media attention that comes with being in Dallas, something that few coaches can really handle well. One thing we know about Cowboys owner Jerry Jones is that he loves a good story. He's also never been shy about making big moves or taking risks, especially if it means getting people talking. Bringing in Deion and Shedeur would be one of the biggest moves in Cowboys history, not just from a football perspective, but from a media and fan excitement angle too. Imagine the attention and buzz that would surround the Cowboys if they were able to pull this off. We're talking about prime-time TV slots, huge ticket sales, and Cowboys fans all over the world getting hyped up for the new era. The timing of this possibility also lines up interestingly. The Cowboys have had a mixed season, and there are always questions about how much longer the current setup can take them. They have talent, but it's no secret that Dallas hasn't reached the Super Bowl in quite some time. If they don't make a deep playoff run, you can bet that Jerry Jones will be open to some big changes. And if you think about it, bringing in Deion as a head coach and Shedeur as the next gen quarterback would be a monumental shift. It's like a dream scenario that could also serve as a fresh start for the franchise. Schefter pointed out that Deion has already shown he's capable of turning a team around. He's proven that he can get players to buy into his vision and execute on the field. He's the kind of leader who can inspire young players, and that's something the Cowboys could really use. Plus, Deion has a way of connecting with today's generation of players that few other coaches can match. His social media presence, his personality, and his whole approach to the game make him relatable, and players want to work with him. Just look at what he's done at Colorado. He's taken that team from being an afterthought to being one of the most talked about programs in college football. And let's not forget Shedeur's potential. The NFL has seen a trend where young quarterbacks come in and make an immediate impact. Look at Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Jalen Hurts. Teams are looking for the next young quarterback who can take them to the next level, and Shedeur's name is definitely in that mix. He's shown he has the arm, the vision, and the mental toughness to play at the highest level. If the Cowboys brought him on board, they'd be getting a guy with a high ceiling and the added benefit of having a dad who understands the NFL inside and out. There's also the question of what this would mean for the Cowboys' current coaching staff. Mike McCarthy, the Cowboys' head coach, has had some success, but there's always pressure to do more when you're coaching America's team. And if Deion Sanders became available and showed interest in coaching the Cowboys, it's hard to imagine Jerry Jones turning that down. Deion brings a kind of excitement and energy that could be exactly what the Cowboys need to get over the hump. Of course, there are challenges. Coaching in the NFL is different from college, and the pressure in Dallas is on another level. But if anyone is built for that, it's Deion Sanders. He's been in the spotlight his whole life and knows how to handle the media, the fans, and the high expectations. Deion's also shown that he's not afraid to make tough decisions and hold players accountable. He's not just about talking the talk, he's about walking the walk and getting results. And as for Shedeur, the NFL is a big jump, and Dallas would be a high-pressure environment for a young quarterback. But if he has the same mentality as his dad, which he's shown so far, he might be just the kind of fearless young QB the Cowboys need. Dallas has a solid offensive line, some strong weapons in the receiving corps, and a running game that could support him. It would give Shedeur a chance to learn and grow while also having a legitimate shot at success early in his career. Let's keep an eye on this one because the offseason is just around the corner, and with Jerry Jones, you never know what might be coming next. If you're a Cowboys fan or just a fan of football in general, this is the kind of news that makes you sit up and pay attention. Could we be looking at the future of the Dallas Cowboys? Only time will tell, but if Adam Schefter is even remotely right about this, we're in for one wild ride. So, stay tuned, Cowboys Nation. This could get real interesting, real fast.